So, yet another surprising fight announcement by Dana White coming out of left field is a fight between Alexander the Great Volkanovski, my GOAT, I think my most favorite fighter of all time, against rising star at featherweight Diego Lopes. I am shocked. I truly thought the UFC was going to, give Volk another chance at Ilya, no matter what happened in their first fight. I just thought that, given how confident Volk was about getting that second chance, and the fact that Dana even responded to a reporter asking about it, saying that we don't say no to Volk. So I took all of that, to say that Volk was definitely getting another chance at Ilya, and that would be Ilya's next fight. But no, Alexander Volkanovski is fighting Diego Lopes for a vacant featherweight belt. Diego Lopes gets his wish to fight one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. Ilya, apparently, I assume he's, I guess, out of the featherweight picture and he's really chasing his dream at lightweight, which I fully support, by the way. I want to see Ilya versus Islam coming up next. And all of this, all of these fight announcements are great signs pointing towards that. So I'm very excited. Uh, yeah, Diego Lopes gets his wish. Volk kind of gets his wish too because he's fighting for the belt again. Although he probably would have liked to get that get back against Ilya, which I feel like he never would have gotten. So yeah, this is great, great, great news for Volk fans. As a Volk fan, I am so happy about this. I just found out about it, I think 15 minutes ago. I am so happy about this. My GOAT is not fighting Ilya again. He actually has a challenge in front of him that he can handle. I truly think Alexander Volkanovski will be able to handle Diego Lopes. It will be a respectful fight. Diego knows the greatness, the amount of greatness he's up against. Volk should know the challenge that he's up against. It's not going to be a cakewalk against Diego Lopes. I mean, he's a rising star. He's explosive. His power is there. His aggressiveness is there. The ground game is also there as well. It's not going to be an easy fight for Volk. That being said, I think Volk can absolutely handle Diego on the feet, on the ground. I think everywhere, especially if Volk, is able to not let his past two knockout losses affect him. So yeah, there's a little bit of worry. If this fight was happening before Volk's past two fights, then there would be obviously no worry. But there's a little bit of worry because Volk is coming off of back-to-back knockout losses. So, there could be hesitancy on the feet. There could be some fear. But, with my GOAT, I think there's no fear. I think he's still the same old Volk. He's not going to let these two knockouts get him down. He sees his opportunity. He sees a chance to get his belt back and further his claim as the featherweight GOAT. And I'm all for it. I want to see Volk with his belt. I want to see Volk get the fucking belt back. I'm so excited for this fight. I like Diego Lopes too, though, and I really wouldn't be mad if Diego Lopes won. But for this build-up and for this fight, Diego Lopes is my enemy. It's just it's what I gotta say. I'm a Volk fan. I'm a hardcore Volk fan, and I want to see my GOAT with the belt. And this is his chance. This is his chance. Ilya's out of the fucking picture. I don't want to hear about no Ilya Volk shit anymore. I don't want to rethink what happened when Ilya fought Volk. All of that is non-existent. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. We're starting clean. To me, Volk never fought Islam after their first fight, and Volk never fought Ilya. And Volk just took some time off, so the belt was, vacated, and now Volk has returned from his time off, and he's fighting a young up-and-comer to reclaim his belt yet again. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing, and I'll give you a quick play-by-play for the fight. So, yeah, Diego Lopes, like I said, explosive. His pace, his pressure, it's all there. The ground game is also there and should not be ignored as well. But he's going up against my GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, some of the best boxing the UFC and MMA in general has ever seen. The ground game is there. He can mix it up well. He's smart. He goes in there with great game plans, and I'm sure he's going to cook up a great one for Diego Lopes. That being said, Volk obviously has to watch out. I'm sure a lot of people will assume after his back-to-back knockout losses that he is chinny. I would, argue against that. I think Volk is not chinny. Like I said, I think Volk's going to come in there and be the same old Volk. The Volk, better yet, the Volk before those two knockout losses. That's the Volk he's going to be in this fight. On the feet, I guess Volk just has to watch out for the explosiveness of Diego and probably just work on counter striking. I see a lot of great opportunities for Volk to just put on a counter striking masterclass if Diego Lopes is very heated, and even if Diego gets nervous and just decides to charge at him, that gives Alexander Volkanovski a lot of great opportunities to counter. Ground game, I think Volk also has the edge there. So if Volk decides to shoot for takedowns or get into grappling exchanges, I'm sure Volk will be able to put in the work and win them. I just want to see domination by Volk here. I think this fight is going to look like Volk versus Yair, but not as worse from Volk's opponent's part, if you get what I'm saying. I don't think Diego Lopes is going to come in there and look as bad as Yair did when Yair fought Volk. I just think that Volk is going to be able to get in a groove and do whatever he wants to do to Diego, but not in a way that it makes Diego look bad. I think Diego's going to have moments. I think Diego's going to be able to connect. I just don't think it's going to be enough to knock Volk out, and I don't think it's going to be as often to give Volk any trouble damage-wise or point-wise. I think Diego just is able to land, a couple shots here and there, whereas Volk is going to be able to be the volume guy, on the feet and on the ground. I just see Volk being able to, again, go back to his strengths, mix it up well, give Diego some stuff to think about on the feet and give Diego some more stuff to think about on the ground and have Diego guessing nearing the end of the fight. Do I think this fight ends with a finish? Fuck, man. No. Out of respect for Diego Lopes, no. I think Diego, he's got a champion's heart. I think he's going to be able to stay in there. I don't think Volk is going to be able to land hard enough to knock Diego out. And I don't think Volk is going to be able to submit Diego. Volk probably will be able to get Diego in trouble at times, like maybe drop him and then try to chase ground and pound to where Diego Lopes can recover pretty quickly. But besides that, I don't think Volk is going to get some, one-punch knockout or be able to chase an immediate back take and then submit Diego via rear naked or some surprise choke or some surprise submission. I think it's just going to be a classic Volk takeover fight, 5 rounds of domination, and the GOAT gets his belt back, and that's it. Much respect to Diego Lopes. He's a rising star, and I'm sure he's going to be able to defeat a lot of those, upper echelon featherweights. Just not my GOAT. That's the end of it. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next.